What was mulled over as an idea is now a reality. The Zambian News and Information Services Zanis has morphed into a television channel currently transmitting on Topstar, a major digital pay TV service provider. The Ministry of Information and Media and the Zanis rank and file have aggressively worked to achieve this dream.
It's been over a month since the Zambian News and Information Services Zanis launched its own channel.
The introduction of the Zanis TV channel is already gathering good viewership in Mansa district of Luapula province. In people's homes and public places, Zanis TV is on the screens. Matthews Mwaba, a Zanis TV faithful viewer, says Zambia's newest mainstream media channel has changed the business of broadcasting.
Since it started having test transmission, I've been following all the coverages that they've been presenting on that channel. I just want to say that that is amazing first of all, the very first time that Zanis has got its own channel that they want to give to the people of Zambia. And looking at, first of all, Zanis has a wider coverage because they are found everywhere where I don't even expect. And this is the beauty about it. For me, I'm very, very excited. And I wish that they would have started a long time ago. And this is the best for us as Zambians, because that one is more indigenous than maybe other stations, because other stations they want to emulate, for example, other foreign stations. But Zanis is depicting the actual way of life of Zambians, economically, socially, and also politically.
As a person from the civil society, Jackson Mwenya is convinced that Zanis TV will create a good platform for people to share their views on national matters, reminiscing how difficult it was to be covered in the past due to limited news space. As a source himself, Mr. Mwenya is now assured of his stories being aired on Zanis TV.
The introduction of Zanis News as an independent channel from ZNBC has brought a very big relief to specifically in the most peri-urban and rural setup, in the sense that number one, I can say that I am a viewer of Zanis News, and I actually felt that for some times back that I think it would have been much better for Zanis to have a channel where they are able to cover most of the rural happenings and be transmitted, be broadcasted from time to time, as compared to the previous situation where you just wait you don't even know when a particular news will come, which has been covered by Zanis. So as a viewer from that perspective, I think for me, I find that this is a very, very, very big achievement in the media fraternity. And also on the other part, because I've been covered by Zanis, and most of the works which we do, especially in most of the rural parts, they had to reach areas, you find that Zanis is there. They can actually do the cover, they can cover the event, but in most cases you find that we were actually receiving a lot of excuses. No, you know, for us when we cover you, we end up waiting for the space from the ZNBC. Hence, to some extent, it was a little bit demotivating.
A public relations wing of government under the Ministry of Information and Media, Zanis is mandated to interpret government policies and provide accurate and comprehensive information to the public to solicit their support and participation in national development. Bulo Mnangandu, has been a Zanis news source on poultry farming, knows how much spotlight Zanis TV has already beamed on him.
We are getting a lot of news from Zanis as compared to, in the past. It's all over. It's on channel, I think Top Star channel 6, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I do watch Zanis. Now it has become a favorite channel for me. Zanis is covering, it's all over the country now. I would encourage everyone, to participate, everyone to share information with Zanis, because Zanis now, it's very easy, it's accessible, people are friendly there, journalists are, are factual. Zanis came, covered us, and that coverage actually went viral. One of, I think, the one that circulated so much as compared to the other coverages that they've done. They were so impressed with what we are doing. We are promoting organic farming, So Zanis came and covered us, and this also boosted our business, and I would encourage them to come and visit us more frequently. Mr.
Mnangandu wants government to do more in equipping Zanis with all that is needed for the TV channel to thrive.
Government should support Zanis in terms of transportation. We don't see Zanis vehicles moving around. Luapula is a very big province as well. So if they can be supported with the, transportation, let them be all over the show so that everyone is covered, Everyone is covered. We are so proud of Zanis with what they are doing, but they are limited, in my own view, they are limited with transportation.
I think of late I've seen a lot of new equipment being given to Zanis. Hence, I don't know the type of capacity, but with me, I don't see the capacity gap. I haven't seen the capacity gap with Zanis. What I just saw, it's a challenge of not having an adequate space where they can actually broadcast the news they have been covering from the field. When you talk of the new director for Zanis, she has a vast experience, and she's a professional journalist. I think it means we have the right person. We have the right person. So we can just encourage her to be more innovative so that he inspire more. I think I don't see a challenge where she can fail to manage the department.
And Beo Chalwe, one of the recently deployed nurses in Melenge district, has full knowledge of Zanis TV.
I think it's good. It's nice that you have your own channel so that you'll be able to project the news you have. Zanis will help whereby, like in rural areas, there are no electricity, like in terms of water. So when you collect that information, you disseminate to people, and the president and everyone who's involved will know to say, no, this area needs this area needs this. I think it should help you with transport, looking at you going in different places. So I think you need transport to do that, and all the thing added to it, like what you need, the materials, yes.
Where we did not have news coverage, Zanis is giving that kind of information, and we're very, very happy, especially me who has been following every day. Even if I miss 01, sometimes when I come out from wherever I'm doing my performance and that kind of stuff. So when I come back, usually before I sleep, I want to open the channel of Zanis and find out what is their latest and so forth. Of course, I've seen that there were some kind of, they go into archives and retrieve some of the stories that we even forgot about it. that Zambia was covered, and Zambia did cover such kind of stories. And it is very important for us, especially maybe I would say that the setting itself, first of all, is marvelous. The people and the presentation. So that's why for me, if you had started a long time ago, maybe some of these stations that are emerging, coming out, getting whatever, I think Zanis would have been the best. You need to work on now the content that applies to the maybe films and cinemas that depicts the actual life now of Zambian. Like you have started, I've seen some captions. After maybe about 30 minutes, there's this short film and that kind of stuff. But we need to go a little bit more and start getting content from provinces as well as because from Luapula. I have seen one on trying to educate people on CDF. That one I've followed it up because I've seen those boys who have been acting that one. I know them. They are local people from Luapula, but you need to go a little bit more as Zanis to ensure that you encourage people to do most of the local content that depicts the action, because they're going to tell the story of a particular town, of a particular province. That does not apply elsewhere. It applies just maybe, for example, Northwest and Western province, Luapula province, Northern province, and the rest of the country.
For me, my appeal can be that let the government invest more in terms of in terms of equipment. Let them have the right equipment to use so that they can cover apart from just the dry news, especially the cameras and these other things. Secondly, also they need I think in terms of human resource, unless otherwise, if there is need, especially that in the areas where we only find 1 or 2 people, I think it is where they can maybe look at increasing the number of staff at the district level, and also in terms of human resource development, automatically they need also to do a lot of support. But more importantly for me, I can look at the equipments which now Zanis, who are almost at every district, they need to channel a lot of resources along that line. I think one of the critical pathways Zanis is lack of mobility. So mobility should be a priority this time around. Transport should be a priority for government, so that at least at every district, if there is a vehicle for them to become more and more mobile, that would be very, very, very good.
You cover more of coverage in terms of the cultural festivals in each and every province, because I've seen that the presentation also comes, they are presenting in each province, they narrate a story of a particular traditional ceremony and that kind of stuff. But we need to go a little bit more than that and encourage people to do the cultural activities and to promote tourism in that area, in those areas.
The media organization has a presence in all the districts of Zambia, providing the widest coverage of not only news but also other services. For now, viewers will continue enjoying news, documentaries and other programming on the channel until the test transmission is over.
Akubula kuwa makumansa